Hello, everyone. I I woke up feeling kind of emotional. It's hard to wake up. It's hard to face the facts. That's why I like to get on here and talk about facts. The only facts that we really know is the facts in our life. Other facts is just we need to get in there and see it for ourselves. We are wonderfully made. And we have the capability, not all, but we have the capability of doing what we're meant to do. Were we meant to go to the moon? Were we meant to go to Mars? These foods is actually about going to Mars. Is that what we was meant to do? Spending millions go to the moon, to go out of space. Why you want to go somewhere where you have to have on what's best for the people here? For the people here. I blame a lot of it on television. They done got this idea from all these fantasy movies and scientific shows, and they want to do it. Oh yeah, I could do that, but at what cost? At what cost? And you know what the cost is? Animals, creatures, their habitat is devastated. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't man, every time I see them folks with their balloon releases, why? Why have you spent? Balloons are expensive. I'm telling you, because I went and got some balloons for my kids. I don't buy balloons. They had me go buy for 'em. I got 3 balloons, and these are cheap ones. Came up to like 20 some dollars. I'm like, you serious? I told them to stop buying them balloons because they got always buying balloons for my birthday and all that stuff. I said, y'all better stop buying them balloons. What are you buying them for? To just sit there and all these balloons and then letting them go into the atmosphere. Why? Where do you think they're going? They wind up in the oceans. They wind up in birds. They wind up. Can you imagine how many balloons are out there now? Because this year so far, I done seen about 10 balloon releases. Learn behavior. Hi, Autumn. Damn, oh my goodness. Um, uh, talking about fire. Oh man. Sometimes it's always been like that. You know, it's not good to look at TV while you're eating because you're liable to see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Um, the stuff they put on TV, the stuff they put on these videos, 60-second videos. You can learn a lot and you see a lot. And it's good not to do it around young kids because you're strolling and you love to hear anything, see anything. There's no filter no more. You know, when we was growing up, you rarely see people kissing, and they can only kiss from a certain angle, and they can only kiss for no longer than like 1 second. So, um, because people had standards, they had standards, way better standards. Hello, Jose. Oh, nice to see you. Stopping by. Yeah, they had standards, and it was very lucrative because they started getting into advertisement, so that would boost your sales. Uh, you know, they would go out there and speak for some reason. And we stopped focusing on ourselves and our children and our families, and we really started. My I have two daughters that won't speak to me, so I was feeling kind of bad. And I have grandkids that their kids. We were so close for years, and then all of a sudden it's hard, you know, when you know your granddaughter that was so close to you won't even call. Now she uh, but I don't let it get me down. It's just something that you wake up to and have to face. Uh, and some people can handle it better than others. And I'm telling you about jealousy in the family. The only thing that I can see from my point of view is, see, I have 6 kids, and I had them in 1996, I mean 1976 and 1977. And then I had my next ones was in 1984 and 1986. And then my next ones was in 1996. Now, by the time I had the one, they was twins, twin girls. And by the time I had them in 1996, my other ones was grown. I was a grandmother by the time I had my twin girls in 96. We was already estranged. We was, our relationship was very strained because it's hard to explain. But they did not like me. And then when I had my other two, they didn't like them. They literally called them my kids. They didn't look at them as sister and brother, even though they was the ones born in the 80s. They was like 9 and 10 years old. But by the time they got 12 and 13, they started navigating towards my older ones that were born in the 70s, which couldn't stand me. Well, one of them couldn't stand me. Uh, and this is how the relationship was. My daughter, that was born in the 80s, told me, I'm not going to watch your kids, but I'll watch my sister's kids. That's how that was going. And but we still Uh, Later on, we found out that they they said she was bipolar, and as she is, we could be talking, and I could say one thing, and it's just like I may not talk to her for months. So we had to, I had to walk on eggshells with her because, and but then my youngest ones, my other ones, they left home by the time they was 13, all of them. Now, my last two, they stayed with me until they was 21, and they finished school. The other ones didn't finish school. Uh, they worked. They got a job when they was 16. They Their father did leave them some money, so they did have a good start. They was able to get their own car when they graduated. Well, before they graduated, and they had a bank account. But they didn't stop with that. They weren't satisfied with that. They went to school. They got a career going. Now they have their own business, and they have lucrative jobs, and they have money. And that's when I realized that it was jealousy because these two didn't do anything to them, had not done anything to them. Now they can blame me all day long for any whatever they want to. But why you don't want to talk to your sisters? They have never told them happy birthday. They have never gave them a birthday gift. They have never called them and asked them how they doing. The only time they would call them is when they wanted something. They don't even do that no more. My son called and asked them for some money to get her his girlfriend an abortion. They gave it to him. He never paid it back. He don't even call grandkids that I haven't seen yet. Uh, it's just saying, how can you do something? But anyway, that's how my day started. But I'm having a good day. It's kind of hot. It's hot already, and it's raining. I mean, it might rain today. It's been raining. It's been raining practically every. See, I have a fan. I don't have air conditioning. I don't have central air. I have a fan, and I had it on because turning it off would be too much. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are we prepared for what is to come? I want, we have to think about the future because right now we are just, it feels to be, it feels like on a boat just sailing endlessly, going nowhere, just going wherever the tide takes you and wherever the wind blows you. But we have to work. We have to think about the future. We have to start electing capable, uncompromised people We have to get the duds out, the criminals. I mean, really, it's time because that's why we have the president we have now to shine a light on the government in this country and the kind of people they really need to get the old ass people out of government. They need to cap it because their old ass ideas is over with. The people that raised these people, it's over with. They are living their parents' dream. They are, we need to look more on how these people was raised. Education does not stop you from being who you really are. That education, that doctorate, that piece of paper don't do nothing but get you indoors. That's it. They can stop trying to improve the people's lives. Now they're in the business of taking their lives. They are really working for, to me, they're really working for Israel and Russia. They're not really working for us Americans. They're not. And we see now that we have people that are so uneducated and don't care. Walking billboards. It's time to clean up. We got to be in cleanup mode. Because you remember it was a time where only certain people could vote. Well, I think that should be the case again, really. Because you got people out here voting for criminals, voting for pedophiles, rapists, dope dealers. What the world? And we don't have enough people voting. So in 2026 and beyond, we're going to have to get the voters, the common sense voters, out to vote. Because we are in a psychological warfare right now. And we're headed to a war of all wars. And a lot of us older ones may not see it because, but we don't know that for sure. But I think once the older ones, like my age and 20 years older and stuff, once we're gone, you're going to be left with some ignorant ass people. That are going to be looking for technology to do everything for them. We are now the laziest people ever. This is what we have evolved to. Remote control. This is what we evolved to. Robots doing everything for us. Flicking a switch. push it up button. That's all it takes. We need to get away from this. We need to get away from this victim playing the victim, victim playing the victim. We need to focus on being. You know, you hear people always talking about put the weapons down and pick up what and do what. That's all people know. People know. That's all they've learned all these years. Look at the family. Why are we not teaching these people how to be good parents? And see, we all look at the family. Why are we not teaching these people how to be good parents? And see, we all can be a victim to these wayward children that's being manufactured out here. First, they raised into a messed up home, go to a messed up school, have to live in a messed up society, community. Poor kids. And a lot of us are not like that, but we have to live among people that's like that. My child may be good at doing things and being kind and sociable and loving. Walk to school and gunned down by a child that grew up in a violent home that was never loved or cared for. It shouldn't be that way. We need to stop acting like this is normal. We need to stop acting like this is okay. And I tell you, I wish these people stop getting on TV and saying the stupidest stuff. I know they're grieving. I know they're mad. Tell the truth. Don't worry about what these newscasters and news channels are going to say. Say what's on your mind. It ain't just the people on television looking at it. It's people that's out there that's looking at you, that's hearing you. And why is there so many murder suicides? Emotions are running high. Emotions are not being checked. Emotions are not being addressed. We are too busy looking at TV. We stop educating. It's sad. It's sad to watch. You know, somebody who was raised when people, men tip their hats, spoke to you. People was more trustworthy. I used to pick up strangers. I used to get in strangers' car. Well, it wasn't no DoorDash. I mean, it wasn't Uber and all this. You would help. You would give people a ride. Now you don't do that. You scared. It's scary out here. Yeah. Um. Thank goodness there is some nice people out here. Because my daughters, oh, I worry about them all the time because it's bad out here for young black women. It's really bad. really bad. They are really even scared to get in a relationship because they hear so many horror stories. But they ran out of gas. Oh, I don't know why it's so hard for them to keep gas in their car. But somebody was nice enough to pick them up. And I'm glad I didn't know about it till later because I would have been worried to death. They picked them up and took them to go get some gas. There's too many black women out here missing. It's too many people out here missing, period. We're not addressing that enough. It seems like this administration is not addressing things that are really affecting everyday people. We're going to have to really, I want young parents to start getting more involved in the school system. Because you know who's taking over the school system? There's Europeans that have a agenda that is not favorable to everyone. And I noticed that when my kids was going to school back in the early 2000s, that they would have events for parents. But I went to this one. We had this one event that was going that for this. It was like family night. I would say maybe 4 parents at the most showed up. And see, they're watching that. They're watching everything we do. They watching any kind of hole they can slither through to blow it all up, not put it together. And we're helping TikTok and Yahoo and all that. When you went out on the road, people figured that you could reach more people. You ain't reaching more people. Because basically the ones that need to hear it are not hearing it because they can control what people see and hear. They need to get out and start talking to people. Knock on their doors. Getting people registered to vote. And make sure what we need to do is, I know it has a lot to do with where you live. That's why we need to elevate people's lives so they can be in the right position. And I will always say this, we need to build infrastructure. We need buildings. We need bridges. We need boats. We need trains. We need all of this stuff in order to get ahead and build businesses. Read. We need to read more. If you can, read that big ugly bill. Read all these executive orders that's coming out. And most of all, look behind the scenes. And we have to stop worrying about what they're saying. We have to look at what people are doing. Thank you for listening. You all have a wonderful day. Keep the peace between your ears.